my Ninja 3-in-1 today to make chicken piccata. It's coming directly from the Ninja Cookbook. Yeah, chicken piccata. And it says here that we're going to be using the stovetop and the steam oven for this recipe. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be using thin sliced boneless skinless chicken breasts for this recipe, and they're already sliced thin for you. If you don't have the thin slice or you can't find them or they're not at a good price, just buy the regular ones and either ask the butcher to slice them for you or you can slice them yourself. And then there's a flour mixture here. It's 2 tablespoons of flour, a 1/4 teaspoon salt, 1/8 of a teaspoon ground black pepper, and then we're just going to go ahead and dredge the chicken in here and set it aside on a plate. Okay, so we have it on stovetop high, and we're going to go ahead and melt 2 tablespoons of butter and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So I have the butter already in there, and then here's my liquid measure, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to go ahead and wait until the butter melts and then go ahead and add the chicken to that. The butter is nicely melted, so I'm going to go ahead and add my chicken breasts. And this came to about maybe just a little under 1¼ pounds. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that these are lightly browned before we turn them over and brown the other side. And it says in the cookbook that that should take about 10 minutes. Okay, I think we're ready to turn these over. And then we'll let them get golden brown on that side. Okay, so I've taken the chicken out and I've placed it on the roasting rack, and to the bottom of this I'm going to go ahead and add the broth, wine, lemon juice, and capers right directly in, and the rice. So I'm going to start with 1 cup of chicken broth, to that we're going to add a cup of white wine, a 1/3 cup of lemon juice. We're going to add a 1/4 cup of brined capers, and these are actually rinsed already, so they're ready to go, rinsed and drained. I'm going to give that a quick little stir there. And then we're going to go ahead and add in, now the recipe calls for 1 cup of uncooked quinoa. I don't really care for quinoa, so I'm going to use white rice, which I've also rinsed. So I'm just going to get all of that in here. And I always like to put my rice in a small bowl and turn some cold water on it, and then I just whisk it until the water runs clear. Easiest way to do that, I think. So I'm going to go ahead and mix this all up in here. And then I'm going to put the roasting rack in, and on the roasting rack I have placed my chicken, and I'm going to steam some broccoli as well. So I've put some broccoli right in there. And rinse my hand. And then this is going to go ahead and get the lid back on, and we're going to steam roast it. So let me move some things aside so I can move the camera back. And we're going to go ahead and use the oven setting. So that's going to be all the way down. If you have a 4-in-1, this is going to be your steam setting, so you're going to want to make sure you change that. And then the oven temperature is going to be 300 for, set the time, 15 minutes. And we'll go ahead and let it go. So there you go. And we're going to come and check on it and see how it does. Timer's gone off, so let's have a look here. Make sure you open with the steam away from you. Oh, it smells so good. So we're going to check this and see that everything is done. Broccoli is steamed. It's thin chicken, so it was pretty much not a worry on that one. Let me go ahead and remove the basket. Goodness, that smells good. We're going to give the rice a stir. And we're going to put the lid back on and let the rice finish cooking and steaming a little bit. done. I just cooked it on the stovetop setting on low for about another 5 minutes. And we're going to go ahead and get this all plated up. Well, here we have chicken piccata, steamed broccoli, and the rice cooked in that little mixture we had with capers. It smells amazing. One pot cooking. Came out great. So hopefully you'll give it a try.